morning, and the fun has begun. Oh yes, it's going to be a great day. It is a great day. Come on in. Let me put the chat up. Hello, hello, hello. Is there anybody out there? Just nod if you can hear me. Good morning, everyone. Pachetta, I see you watching us. Hello, hello. Hi, Pachetta, Prachir. Hi, Goofy. How's the family this morning? It's Wednesday. As Deirdre says, it's hump day. So let's come in and get over that hump together. I'm going to go into my heart with the heart brain coherence. Hi, Deirdre. Thank you for sharing. So hand on the heart. And slow down the breathing. And then put a little love in your heart. Whatever it takes to put a smile on your face. To go into that beautiful place of pure, unconditional love. Just go there. Just be. There you all are. Good morning, good morning. Hello, Sally and Tony. Thank you for sharing. Oh, it's cold. Yeah, it's 57 degrees here in Florida, and for us Floridians, that's very cold. So no wonder I didn't want to get out of that bed this morning. Good morning, Blue. Blue's calling in our P's. Hello, hello. Kathy Hand heard the call. She's in here. Good morning. It's 27 there. Oh my gosh, that is below freezing. No, 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 no. I know we're getting ready to go into December, but oh my goodness, it's cold already. It's beautiful there. I bet it is. It's probably a really crisp, beautiful Vermonter day. And cheers to all. I hope you have something warm in your hand to warm up your body, and the kids are already going at it. I might have to separate them because it looks like it's going to be one of those mornings. Let me see if I can let sunshine on the outside. I'll be back. Keep calling people in. Come on, son. Sunshine. Sunshine, come on. Okay, no cat fight this morning. Oh, look at this. Everybody's frozen. 23, 38. And Jean, of course you're barefoot. Oh my goodness, crazy woman. Crazy in a good way. Andrea Greg, good morning to you, sweetheart. And Sally says we're in the 30s. High temps today, and we're crawling out after what looks like a foot of snow. Winter came in like a lion. Oh my gosh, it's not even winter yet. We're not even to the solstice. That won't happen until December. But that's okay. We can handle it, right? We're tough. Good morning, Joanne. And Blue, thank you for calling in people in here. Let's get them all in. Charlie, Josie, Leo, come on in. Do we have our Auntie Jean yet? I don't remember seeing her. Kathy Caputo, Jennifer. I get to see our Jennifer Langren tonight. I'm so excited. Annie 7, where you at? Andrea's got 24 in North Carolina. I know. Somebody called Father Winter in way too soon, didn't they? And Deirdre, it's really hard to read with my messed up eyes. I'm learning to adapt with all this because Thump can't shop or cook for me. Well, that's very true, Deirdre, but we're going to claim perfect health for you. And so you just relax, and I'll read the messages. That way you won't miss anything. All right, let me see what the angels had to say last night. And it is school days. Did y'all like school? Anybody besides me like school? I really was a big fan of learning when I was a child and still am today. I love to learn. So Publilius Cyrus says, today is the pupil of yesterday. I have always loved learning and consider life here on earth as a huge classroom. The only problem is that there's no textbook, and it's hard to prepare for the tests. To truly embrace the wisdom within each day, we must develop a keen sense of awareness, allowing us to recognize the lessons hidden within the mundane and extraordinary moments alike. Sometimes it's the little things that present the deepest lessons. It is through these challenges that we stretch beyond our comfort zones, expanding our understanding and capabilities. Instead of resisting or resenting difficult situations, we can choose to embrace them as catalysts for personal development. By shifting our perspective and viewing obstacles as stepping stones, we unlock our potential, allowing our souls to flourish. Dear angels, this school of life is very similar to our formal schools in that we get out of it what we put into it. In classrooms, if we don't pay attention, we will probably miss some important information and not have full understanding of the lesson. It's the same as we learn our spiritual lessons. The past acts as a powerful teacher, providing us with invaluable insights and lessons. Reflecting upon our experiences allows us to gain clarity and understanding, enabling us to avoid repeating the same mistakes. Dear ones, learning your lessons and moving forward with each new day is a sacred journey of self-discovery and transformation. By recognizing the lessons presented to you, embracing growth, learning from the past, cultivating gratitude, and releasing attachments, you awaken your souls to their highest potential. We encourage you to embark on this spiritual quest with open hearts and minds, embracing the profound teachings that each new day holds. Remember, the universe is endlessly conspiring in your favor, guiding you toward the lessons needed to learn for your soul's evolution. Dear angels, today I promise to take advantage of all learning opportunities and pay attention in class. I got in trouble when I was a kid for not paying attention in class. Anybody else get your hands smacked or get called out because you weren't paying attention? Or maybe you were creating chaos in the classroom, or whatever you did, you got in trouble in class. Yep, I did that. I learned early on that teachers don't like it when you're trying to talk while they talk and are trying to teach you something. But I learned, we learn from life's lessons. We learn when our hand gets smacked. Sometimes it was smacked by a ruler, or, you know, whatever it was that we got in trouble. Okay, and Blue says, nope, she hides under cover. She needs a pocket gazerberts to wake her up. That would be Auntie Jean. Can you send Pocky to her? Because I don't think her little doggies are doing the trick. And Sally says it's about 11 degrees. 11 degrees? Oh my gosh. I am so glad I'm in Florida. You know, something intuitively told me early in the year to ask the angels if I could be in Florida, or at least be somewhere warm for the winter time. And I asked, and here I am. I am here in Florida, which it's better than 11 degrees for sure. Right now it's 57, and I know it will warm up some today. But wow, I'm sorry, you guys, that it's so freezing already, and not even in December. My goodness. Sally, you love school? Yeah, I still do. I still love learning. I love teaching. I wasn't a school teacher in this life. That just wasn't for me. But I do love teaching, and I love sharing. That's what I do when I teach. I just share. You know, that's the best teachers I found when I was learning something, is teachers that shared, teachers that made it interesting. I had some classes that I just could not get. I couldn't get the lesson, and it was because the teachers just made it so boring, or didn't even try to make it something that I would be interested in. And then after school, when I was learning history throughout the country, I'm like, why didn't I learn this in school? But the history teacher I had was focused on dates and not what it was all about. So I had to learn that one on my own. Okay, what else we got? Make snow angels. You go right ahead, Blue. You knock yourself out, honey. No snow angels for this girl. I'd rather be an earth angel. Yeah, WP, absolutely, Deirdre. And good morning, Charlie. Are you a frozen pea as well, Charlie? Good morning, sweet Annie. How's our Louisiana girl this morning? Okay. All the time. What, Charles? Gizmo. Oh, there's my sweet cat. Good morning, Gizmo. Good morning, Catherine DeSanti. And Sally said, that was me for always talking too much in class. I found my voice in the 7th grade. Well, I got in trouble early on when I was, I believe, probably 1st grade, was when I kept getting my hand smacked for wanting to talk to the other kids. I don't know why they discouraged that, but I guess it's because I couldn't talk and listen at the same time. Good morning, Light. Thank you for coming in on YouTube. And I saw somebody else come in. Where was that? I'm scrolling too fast here. There's my Jennifer. Oh, I'm so excited about seeing you tonight, Jen. And Blue says you missed the boat and should come up in January. There are some really important people for you to meet here. Blue, do you know what it's going to be like there in January? Do you know that this girl doesn't like cold weather? If I had a heater covering me all the time, I might be able to handle it. And Sally says, I was a straight-A student and was always bored to death with school. I was doing 11th grade work in the 5th grade. I was always 2 years ahead in the studies because I would do my brother's homework. He's 2 years older than me, and he hated school. He he just, I don't even know how he made it as far as he did, but he would have me do his homework for him, and that's how he got the grades that he got to advance. But yeah, Kathy, not a fan of school, just something I knew I had to do and do well to succeed in life. I loved it. I loved to socialize. I loved to learn. And I loved it when teachers would teach really in an interesting way and I could get into what they were doing. Ruler, you got the ruler, Charlie? I can imagine. You got in trouble for talking, right? And a doctor's appointment for me, bringing son to work, and Grayson most likely I'll have to make him one. We're okay this morning and happy to be alive. Well, we're happy you are alive, Annie Banani. And hello to Mr. Grayson. I hope you all have a great day. Annie wasn't a fan of school, and thank goodness those days are done. Oh, I'm always learning. School is what we make of it. Just like the message said from the angels, we get out of it what we put into it. So in this school of life, what are you putting into it? Are you excited about life and excited to learn the things you're going to learn? Because I am. I love life. I get up every day excited about life. And Blue says, my friend and I were the youngest in our families. We discussed it and decided to get good grades and coast past parents and be left alone. It worked perfectly. Private school, so curriculum was tailored to you. Wow, that is great. Yeah, I had classes that I would daydream in because it was so boring. I'd rather have my own thoughts than whatever was going on, but then there were classes I just ate it up and just loved it. You know, one of my favorite classes and topics was math, and I still love math to this day. I can't tell you anything about some of the complicated math like algebra, but I used to actually tutor algebra when I was in college. Oh, I bet that dog did eat your homework, Charlie. I bet that wasn't a lie. And Deirdre, you loved school even though you were bullied in grade school. Yeah, I was too, Deirdre. Right there with you, hon. It's going to be warm in January? How is that, Blue? Okay, you got to explain this one to me because I don't understand it. And Annie, as a child, you got picked on. That's why you're glad school is over. Yeah, it's no fun to be bullied, for sure. Sally, your favorite was English? I loved English. I loved reading. As a child, I couldn't get enough of books. I just wanted to read them all at one time. And Sally says, I will always be a student as well as a teacher. Loving life's give and takes. It is. It's what we make of it, though. You know, when things come our way, how are we going to do that? How are we going to respond to it? And what's going to be our outcome? You know, it's whatever that attitude is, just like in school. If we have an attitude that we're going to learn instead of I'm just going to, you know, make it through day by day, then we're not going to really grasp what we're being taught. And it's the same with life. Are you just making it through day by day? Just kind of skating the hours away and wishing and hoping that that 5 o'clock hour will hit and you get out of work and you get to go home to do what? You know, how are you showing up in life? That's the big question, because school is just a little microcosm of how we live our life. And if we're troublemakers in school, we're going to be troublemakers in life, probably, and unless we get hit over the head and something says, straighten up. But look at how you're presenting yourself in life. Are you excited? Are you doing that which fulfills you? You know, that's where I noticed in my own life, I would start to get bored. If I was doing something that wasn't fulfilling and I was sitting there just watching that clock and it never seemed to move, I'd look up at the clock and it'd be like, it's only been 5 minutes since I looked at it. And those were some of the jobs I had that I knew I wasn't supposed to be where I was. When I got into doing what fulfilled me and what warmed my heart, there wasn't enough time to do all the things I wanted to do in the day. So is life that way for you? Are you watching the clock, or are you sleeping through life? A lot of people are sleepwalking through life. And a lot of it is because we don't understand how to deal with each other. We don't understand that life can be so precious. Those moments that we have here, that's our school. That's where we learn and where our soul grows, by interacting with each other. Annie, your favorite subject was science. Oh, that's interesting. I did like science, but there were so many things I didn't understand. I moved to things I could understand, like English and math. And, okay. Annie, when you worked in lab as a data clerk, I enjoyed, and also working as a vet assistant. That love of animals, sweet Annie. You got that in you, don't you? And animals love you. You can tell with little Chewy. Okay, so let's see what Kuan Yin has to say about all this. The divine plan is always happening. Even if it all appears to be going backwards at an alarming rate, do not give in to doubt. Do not dispense with trust. The ocean appears to pull back in order to build another wave that will soon reach the shore. So it is with the unfolding of life and the mysterious workings of grace. Trust unconditionally. Celebrate. Celebrate. We celebrate special events in life. We celebrate our birthdays, anniversaries, other people that are close to us. We celebrate their lives and things that are happening. I like to celebrate every day. Every day. What's your morning start off with? That tells you a lot. Anybody get excited about the fact that you open your eyes? Because I do. And, I've been through a lot where I could have been taken out so easily. I've been through a lot that I shouldn't be here, based on what happened to me. I faced cancer 3 times, had kidney failure. I've had so many events in my life that it could have really been the end for me. And yet here I am. So when I open my eyes in the morning, I say thank you. That's the first thing that I say is thank you. Thank you. I can see. Thank you for another day. Thank you for an opportunity to show up in this thing called life and to learn whatever lesson I'm here to learn today. And then I say, what do I need to know today? What do I need to know for this particular moment, moving forward into this bright, new, beautiful 24 hours that I've been given? And when we can look at life with that kind of attitude and we just open up to possibility, beautiful things happen, miracles happen. So let's see. Sally says, we do. And Prachetta, I love celebration. Life is a celebration. India is full of color and celebrations. This is your time, your season of celebrations, isn't it, Prachetta? And I know that all of that celebration is just showing you how beautiful life is. Enjoy it, my friend. I'm hoping that this time next year I'll be there in India. There's an event that I'm really, really thinking. I'm being shown every sign there is that I'm supposed to be there. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm going to just put that up there in my intention box and say, yeah, I'll be in India next year around December time. So I get to see all that color and all that celebration. And he says, a blessing just took place. My son's truck started. He was having trouble with it this morning. Oh, I'm so glad, Annie. Everything is working perfectly. And Blue says, yay, me and the Fae, Razzmatazz, Baby Gruff, Pocket Gazerbers, and Gizmo. Well, where's my Lulu Bell? Let's call Lulu down for me to just feel her presence, because she's so beautiful. I love my Lulu Bell. And Tony says, thank you for my blessings. Or are you thanking your blessings for Tony? I'm not sure which. And Deirdre says, every time I wake up, even to go to the bathroom, I thank God, my higher self, my cellular structure, then ho'oponopono to my ancestors. Yes, thank you, Deirdre. And Kathy, probably how I ended up in the medical field, and I love reading and writing. I always thought I could do medical writing and editing, but now I'm kind of getting away from the medical and just want to read and write for enjoyment and perhaps to guide others in the things I've been through. That would be amazing, Kathy. We need that. We do need that. I was thinking the other day, I don't know if, I know that there are programs that help people with addictions, and there's programs for the children of alcoholics and drug addicts. But is there a program for parents? You know, the parents that are dealing with the things that their kids go through in addiction. And I think that there may be something there that's nudging at me to develop some kind of education and support for the parents going through it. Annie, you're going to call that the miracle flow. It is. You know, when we're in the flow, things are in alignment and things just show up for us. And oh my gosh, I just looked at the time. It's prayer day, so I need to get along to that. If you all have any prayer requests, and Blue, please let me know that you got the prayer list. I sent it to you and Jean yesterday. So let me type in your prayer requests. There we go. So if you have anything to add to our prayer list, to our grids, anything going on that we need to be aware of, go ahead and type that in. Marietta. Oh, sweet Marietta, I'm so glad you're here. My morning starts with a smile. Spirit magnifies incredible, loving energy. As soon as we put that smile on our face, things change, don't they? It creates a shift in our energy field. So putting a smile on, a genuine smile, makes such a big difference. Oh, I know, Prachetta, it's been years in the making, right, for me to come to India, and I know you're waiting for me, but I will be there. Oh, Kathy Hand, that would be so awesome. And Joanne, prayers for my daughter's safety after much stress last night. Her phone died and we are hoping she is okay. Yes, just hold on to the hope, hold on to the knowingness that you've done the best you can, and now just leave it to faith. Thank you, Deirdre. Prayers for all humans, for Gaia and all who live on her back, for world peace and attention to human trafficking through Save Someone's Child. All right, so let me get the prayer request list up here. And I've got to get it uploaded, so that sometimes takes a moment. I updated it yesterday. Now, when I show it, oh, it's that one. Okay. When I show it, if there's any changes, if there's anybody you need to add to it, give us an update on, whatever, take somebody off the list. If they're doing awesome and celebrating their answered prayers, then let me know that, because this list is constantly changing and being updated. So, oh, Kathy, thank you, honey. I hope you have a great day at work. Okay, it's going to take it a minute for it to be here. There it is. Okay. And Prachetta says, special prayers for my dearest beautiful fairy Teri Ma'am, and special prayers for my dearest Angelic River family and my biological family. Love you all. And Deirdre, we're praying for your eyes, for both of your eyes, especially the one that started the problem, and seeing you as healed and whole. All right, so as the prayer list is showing on the screen, just remember these are our loved ones. These are people that have been given to us to pray for, to lift up, and to shower love. And I'd love for all of us just to send love from your heart. You know, whether you are trained in an energy healing modality or not, you send love from your heart, and that is sending healing. Kuan Yin says, love is the energy that heals. So let's send some healing to everyone on our list. Excuse me. So I'm going to put it up on the screen, and I think I have to take the chat off the screen. Here we go. All right, let me get back to page 1. So this is our P-Pod prayer list. For all the P's for peace on earth, for attention to human trafficking, through Save Someone's Child. I want us to start promoting that in December because it's going to rev up in January. So our prayers are for Prachetta, for Prachir and Goofy. Get my chat back on, hang on. Okay. For Atmina and Neil, Navriti, Jasmine and her family, Abha, Billy and Tim and family, Sheila and Kevin and their family, Gary, Loretta and Cecil and the girls, Joanne Castrillo for her husband John and all of their family, especially daughter Jackie and their sweet grandson Eris, Elaine, Deirdre, we're praying for your eyes and seeing you in perfect health. Let's send a bunch of love right now from our heart to Deirdre for healing. And for her daughter Danya and Thump. I'm glad Thump's taking good care of you, Deirdre. For her sister Steph and husband Bob, Adriel, Joni and son John, Carl and Viola, Tia Frenetti, Mickey, Suzanne and her family. Suzanne's at work, sending her lots of love. Jacob, Marietta, and Ed out on the water on sweet dreams with good girl Pearl and Mr. Wiggles, and I bet you've got lots of stories to tell us, Marietta. Raquel and Claude's family, Leo Harley and his family, especially his mom. I haven't had an update today, but they were taking her to the emergency room today. Lakshmi, Ken, Jebby, Jim and son, Ryan, Ricky's family and friends, and especially our sweet Josie, and somebody please call that pirate in here. Tom and Mary, Tammy Williams, Meg and Jim Loriot, Jean and Ron Loriot, praying for our sweet Auntie Jean this morning, who probably is under the covers, because I know it's cold out there. Mary Lou Burdick and her family, Catherine and Michael Kovacs and her family, Rosalind Good Vibes, Sally and Tony and Rose De La Rosa, Kathy and Bob Hand and their family and her parents, and Bob's parents, Michael, Patty, Sonia, Paul and Marlene, Joe and his wife, Pat Moss and her grandchildren, Becky LaFave and Travis, Erica Hoppy and her family, Corinne, Charlie Coons and his family, Hope Wellington Marshall. Still don't have an update on Hope, but we keep her lifted up every day, along with her son Zena and her daughters and her parents, Trey Horn, Andrea Gregg, Catherine, Eric, John, Tatiana, Annie Seven and her boys, Cassandra, Destiny Ortega, Luz Orsini and the grandkids, Christine Lewis, Gail and Nick Zimmerman, Jennifer and Micah, Oksana and her family, Herv, Caitlin and Aunt Gail, Isabel and Paul Reese and their daughters, Beata and her daughter Juliana, Dick Lemieux's family, lifting up Linda and her sons and grandchildren, Linda's friend in Sarasota, Stacy and Josh Lord and their children and grandchildren, praying for Stacy's mom going through a cancer journey, Mary Lord, Buster, Wayne, Blue Jean and Dave and all the fur babies, Pocky, Gruff, Razzmatazz, Wizzy Bee, Blue, Lulu and Gizmo, and Dolly the horse. And how is our Dolly? Chance the horse, Lindsay, Aunt Inga, Rose Sermon, Gary McCorkle, Brookie and her sweet family, Girardi family, Jeanette and Ernie, Sean, Lily Ann in Norway and all of her family, Kathleen, praying for her for physical healing, baby Wyatt and his family, baby Haven and his family, baby Divine, Kat, Steve, Candy and Pastor Bruce, the Deerfield Valley in Vermont, Captain Corey's mom Pixie and all of his family, Alba, Dottie and Don, Grace Isis. Her father is now in spirit, and so we pray for all the family, all of Grace's sisters and the grandchildren, everybody over in Kenya. Raymond, Darren Walker, Arthur Thompson, Karen Palmer and her family, Vicki King, Elaine Armstrong, Elena, Marianne, Henrik and Lorraine and John, Tammy Fisk and her family, Lori, Kelly, Rochelle Martinez and Mom Rose, Stephen, Catherine, Ruth Anderson and her family, Jeannie's friends and family in Boulder, Colorado, and especially her sister Merle, Deb Goldberg and family, Michelle, Crystal and Dean Nobles and all the family there, Laura Hill, Julia Osborne, Sharon Rhea and her family, Sherry Gatewood and her brother-in-law, Hanaya Hummingbird, Tammy Hill and family, Phil B., Lynn Gallagher, Terry Wilderman and her father, Mary Crincoli and her friends here in Florida, Irene and Eduardo, Eddie Quills, Michael Murdoch, Jessica, Fidel, Camilla and Nick in Australia, Lynn Andriozzi, Frank, Albie, Viola, Kenneth, Bobby, Monsi, Kamal, Maddie, Akil and the Pakistan orphans, Yuri, Scott, Letitia, Mary, Joseph, James, Drake, Alicia Burns, Pam Dite, Kimberly, Ellen, Sue Seekoff and Richard, Terry Gilstad, Chiara, Marissa, Allie, Bree, Claudia, Marianne Pish and family, Cassandra and Danny Gary, Linny, John Thaddeus Fiore, Kuka Carney and her family, Sharon Boyle and Zoe, Carol Fisher, Deborah, Violet, Walter, Brookie's Aunt Jeannie, Sue and grandchildren, Carrie's niece Laura, Maggie's mom, Bradley Capone, Andy, Amanda Summer, Robert Dosa, Miles and Sarah, Debbie Carol Hawks, Carl, Chris Blake, Dante, Jerry, Kaylee, Trevor Jordan, Richard Weber, Charlotte Abrahams, Michelle Landers, and especially her son Alan and her daughter Alicia, Kagan and Wyatt Linder, Barbara Kaufman McGillicuddy, Joanne McConn-New, Whitney, Jude Doughton, Karen Gibbons and daughter, Matt, James Schultz family, Julie Kiss's mom Cynthia, and Linda Kiss, Courtney, Lucinda, Ryan, Blue, Ryan is a friend of Blue's, M, Pat, Sophia, Aaron Parker, Angelica Kumpemans, Sonny and Hunter Floor, Peggy, Claire, Carrie Klingon Butcher's family, and praying for Carrie, Brian Hughes, and Annie says, James is my brother-in-law. He's still undergoing treatment for his liver, and Drake is my oldest son. Yep, they've been on our prayer list, Annie, and we pray for them every day. And thank you, Sally. Prayers for everyone around the world for enlightenment, love, peace, harmony, and balance within all of our lives. Pat O'Connor, Zoe Charles, Erica Fagels, Yolanda, Sylvie Barnes, Robin Waters Dykes and her mom Jewel, and Joey and Terry, and Robin gave us some updates yesterday on her family. Joanne and Leo, Sam, Matt, Charles and Nita, Yusha, Nancy Brodelsky, EC, Terry Newman, Jerry and Norm, Keith, Joe H., Ollie the Cat, Marisol Soto, Cassie, Deborah, Tyler, Chad Ehlers, Dick Waters, Milton Carbajal, Sharon, Tomas Diaz, Cameron, Boris Zoffman, Jacqueline Carbajal, and David Reiger, Sylvie Barnes, Odd Barnes, Gunn Ellen Sundahl, Vita Hammond, Maria Mitchinson Higman Simpson, Sam, Lisa Jo Davis, Jordan, Lydia, Benedita, Rebecca Seward Rickardson, Matt, Anjali, Juliet, Paula, David Brett, the Rowland family, Colleen, Dellen Hickson, Richard Barnes, Cole Grayson, Jay Briscoe's family and friends, Robert Wallington, which is Sally's son-in-law, and his sons Ben and Joe, JT, Francis Nalvin, Shauna, Danielle Riveron and her family, Annie's Aunt Carol, Chris and Natika, Elise, Kara, Pam, Christine and Ed, Charlie, Isaac, Jonathan and Eddie, Barbara and Diane, Kim, Peter and Catherine DeSanti, Mary Jane in Vermont. How is our Mary Jane doing? Blue, let's get an update on her. Carol Caruso, Adam, Val Meyer, Tasha, Jocelyn, Linda Kraft and family, Eric and John, Darlene Osei, Paul G., Liam G., Pam, Muvan and Vanya, Anita Blake, Daniel McGraw, Vinnie Vega, Billy Joe, Rebecca Sherman, Joe Ketterer, Gabrielle, Ina, Joanne's mom, Donna, Courtney, Nancy, Tammy Greco's family, Bailey, Jacob, Mary, Brian, Lily, Wilbert, which is Grayson's grandfather, Rod Mason, and Gabby Forrester, and Marianne is good, and Adam passed away of cancer. Okay, I'll revise this, Annie. Thank you for that update. The Vega family, Laura, Lisa Capola Matroni, Bobby, Elaine, Shiraz, Sharu, Sandy, Terry Funk's family and friends, Wyndham Lawrence's family, Adil, Laura, Evelyn Smith, Beatrice, Amina, Israel and the Middle East areas of conflicts, the immigrants in El Paso and New York and anywhere that they're being abused, Rachel Green, Alina, Leo's sister and his brother-in-law. They did lose that baby. That was a miscarriage, and praying for them and their emotional health right now. Susanna, Lana, Tom Freeney and wife Linda, Amber and baby, Grace Anna, Kim Coles Ventnor, and Linda Lemieux's nephew Cody, I'd also like to add Kamari's husband, who's been in and out of the hospital recently. Kamari is part of our 10 million for world peace. And I can take Billy Joe off the list. Okay. Thank you all for the updates to the list today. I appreciate that. So I know how I can go in and revise it afterward. And I can take Rachel Greenberg off the list also. Thank you. Okay. Thank you for answered prayers. Thank you to each person who holds these loved ones in high regard to bring them to our loving family, because that's what we do. We love. So pray this prayer with me and ask that all of these prayer requests be seen and answered for the best and highest good of all. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. And where there is darkness, light. Wherever there is sadness, joy. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the love that's shared here in this beautiful family. To everyone that came in today, I really appreciate you. Thank you for taking time. And thank you for your love that you share. Let's share love with each other. Hi, Jennifer. So that we share that love with thank you, I love you. So that's what we say to each other every day. That's the words. I'll put it up on the screen also, but you know what to do. Thank you, I love you is something special that we share. It's a little miracle mantra that we share here at the morning show and Sundays on the afternoon show. And just a reminder to everyone that I'll be on at 1 o'clock this afternoon with 10 million for world peace. Hopefully you're with us in that, and we're getting peace out into the world, which I know is happening. All right, let me get Leo singing to us. There it is. Thank you, I love you. Thank you, Sally and Tony. And Deirdre, love you so much. Jen. Charlie. Blue Jean. Thank you, Charles. I hope you have a beautiful day. Joanne, love you so much. I get to see Joanne tonight. Joanne and Jennifer and Mary. Angel Circle, anyone in South Florida that wants to be there, contact Joanne. And thank you, Leo, for this song. I'm looking forward to it also, Joanne. Whatever the angels have to say to us tonight, I know it's going to be powerful. Good morning, Dixie. Thank you, Annie. Accept, align, allow. AAA, y'all. Morning Cuppa full of joy, Teri. To start the day on the high five, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy, with all the peas in the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa full of joy, Teri. To start the day on the high five, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy, with all the peas in the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. I bet the doggaroos are dancing. No Aunt Jean yet, so she must be a frozen pea out in El Paso. Woo! Thank you, Leo. Thank you, peas. 1 hour from now, I'll be on with Dr. Ruth Anderson. We do meditation excavation every Wednesday morning. So come join us for that. And then at 1 o'clock today for the 10 million for world peace. I love you all so much. I hope you stay in your hearts and stay blessed on this beautiful, cold winter day. It's not winter, but it is outside, right? I love you. I will see you a few times today. Namaste, y'all. Bye, everyone.